my subscriblings, and welcome back to the next video. If you're new here, I would like to say hello and welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Now this video, as the title says, is going to be introducing my fiance, and I actually mentioned that I would be doing this a few months ago, but due to life happenings and executive dysfunction, it's taken me a while to actually get this video out. But I'm happy to say, since you're watching it, it's finally out. Thank you for being patient with me. So this video is going to be introducing my fiance to the channel. I'm very excited to be having him on my channel more. Technically, this is not his first video on this channel. We actually recorded a video together a few years ago where we talked about D&D characters from a campaign that we were in at the time. But that's the only time he's ever popped in, and I'm hoping to change that. This video isn't going to be anything too crazy. I just wanted to share with you guys the design that we have for him. We have created a little persona that he'll use when he pops up on my channel to go along with my persona. And he'll also just talk about himself as a way to introduce himself to the channel in a more formal manner. So I hope you'll sit back, relax, and enjoy the silly little speed paint. Hello. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Arctic. I'm the fiance that has been mentioned a couple of times now. I've actually been on this channel before, back on the D&D art page. I was there for that one.
Why don't you tell them about yourself?
There's not super much to say. I'm a pretty simple person. I do the gaming thing. I don't really know how to draw. So it's great that I'm showing up on an art channel right now.
Listen, don't worry. We're going to be using the fact that you can't draw in the future. That's not going to go to waste on this art channel. Believe me.
Oh, joy.
Well, since we got the speed paint going, why don't you, I guess, talk about how we came to this conclusion of this character since we both kind of collaborated on it.
That one I can do. So, this is Arctic, who is also me. He is supposed to be like an ice mage type deal because in every game that I'm able to, I play spellcasters. I'm a summoner main in Final Fantasy XIV, if that tells you anything. And in every Final Fantasy game, my favorite dominant is always Shiva. And yes, I say dominant because Final Fantasy XVI is one of the best ones. The magic is supposed to look like the Aurora Borealis, trying to give it some flair outside of just all the normal, the light blues and stuff that you see. I did specifically request for it to be the same green as the Pokemon Emerald Game Boy cartridge, like that neon see-through green, because that's the only way I know how to describe color, because, again, I am not an artist. I show references based off of things I've seen in my life.
There's really not much else to this speed paint. It is just kind of me figuring out and working through his design. We worked together to figure out the color palette, which, again, we agreed upon doing like an Aurora Borealis just to kind of spice things up from regular ice magic. He can still do other types of ice magic, but I thought visually the Aurora was pretty cool, which is what we also based his color scheme around. I went to Google and looked up Aurora Borealis color schemes, sent him a bunch, and then this is the one that he selected. And then for the outfit, I have an entire file on Pinterest that is specifically for clothes. So I went through and showed him a bunch, and he picked one, and then I tried to base it off of that. I personally am not completely satisfied with this outfit. I would like to play dress up, I guess, with his character, just to try out a few other choices. But for now, this one works.
There are definitely a few other ideas that I have, because in real life, I also do sword fighting. I do longsword, and I do epee fencing. So I definitely wouldn't mind getting an outfit based off of like cloak and rapier kind of fighting style. they have an air of nobility to them that I really like. I find that they're very elegant, and I feel like it could also work for this character very well, considering I view ice magic a lot of the same way. A lot of like clean, pristine, elegance, grace. Those are the kind of things that I think of when I think of ice magic and the sort.
Like I said before, this is just like a rough draft, but I really wanted to introduce him to the channel in a more formal manner since we got engaged. He's no longer the boyfriend, he's now the fiance and will soon be husband, so I want him to have a substantial character to be on this channel. He won't pop up, well, I assume he won't pop up frequently, but he'll pop up for challenges and little things like that.
And one of my favorite animals is also penguins, so that's why there's me just admiring a penguin, because he's an awesome little guy. They just kind of slide around and just be silly guys.
I also just needed filler, so that is also why the penguin is there. So that's pretty much all from us right now. Do you have any closing words you would like to say?
Yeah, I'm the channel favorite.
Sure, let's go with that. Anyways, I want to say thank you guys for watching. This is just a little short speed paint, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was an okay introduction to Arctic. I hope you will come back for the next video. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. See ya!